World Vision Zambia is a Christian organization on a mission to promote human transformation by bearing witness to the good news of the Kingdom of God. The organization has been serving children and the vulnerable since 1981. Currently, World Vision Zambia operates through 40 large-scale area programs and implements several technical programs, all aimed at improving the well-being of children and the vulnerable. Apart from the technical programs, the organization is implementing Citizen Voice Action, CVA.
Citizen Voice and Action is a form of social accountability that World Vision Zambia is implementing in empowering citizens, with the knowledge of minimum standards as stipulated in public policy in various social sectors, such as water and sanitation, child protection, livelihood, that is falling under the standards in the Ministry of Agriculture, education, and health. So through CVA, citizens are empowered with this knowledge about public policy so that they are able to monitor service delivery standards in their local facilities in their community. CVA is very important in the sense that the ordinary citizens, they are given information on how they can participate in the governance of these institutions that are based in their local communities. And it provides a platform where they can engage with the various government departments and find solutions to address the gaps that exist in various social sectors. Because as it is, the aim of CVA is to increase dialogue between citizens, the service providers, and other government officials. This may be those on the administrative side and also on the political side. These are elected representatives of the people. So when citizens are aware of their rights and responsibilities, they are able, to engage constructively with their leaders that represent them at different forms of government, be it at a local level and also at a national level, as it is with the members of parliament, and also decision makers that may be appointed in the civil service to make decisions at various levels, be it at the province, at the district, and also at a national level. But coming to the interventions in southern region, and especially for one Chongwe where we are, is that we have seen that from the time about 2 years ago, when we had to conduct a training, in CVA for the 3 area programs, that is Chongwe East, Chongwe South, and Kapululwe. So we have seen that in these 3 APs, citizens have been monitoring standards, and they have been engaging, their member of parliament, their councillors, and other local leaders, civic leaders, and they've seen a great participation from the community. For projects to do with construction, community has been willing now, to participate in providing 25% as mandated by the local law. But also what we have seen is that now, there are restored relationships, between service providers and the users of the service, because the users of the service, who are ordinary citizens, they are now able to understand their entitlements and their responsibilities, but also respect the entitlements and responsibilities of the service providers.
If you don't engage the community, you would think you're providing the right service. But you only come to realize the whole system, the gaps at community level, when you engage them. Because then they will tell you that actually here, what we need is a maternity ward. Okay? They will tell you that here, the major health challenges is staff houses. Our staff have nowhere to stay. They will tell you that the challenge here is that here this facility, this community is deprived and we need a health post, because to go to that facility, it takes long. Women, maybe along the way they deliver before they reach the facility. So we start appreciating their needs. And when we engage, we realign their needs to our plans. That's why our plans are bottom up. So through community planning, we meet them and they tell us the health gaps. We analyze them and see how we can mitigate and ensure that we respond to their aspirations. That is why having strong health system at community level is very crucial, because when you are putting up the interventions, the likelihood of having more impact is high because they are involved at the planning stage. So such an activity like CVA is important because it opens our eyes to know what is real, what is the unmet need. And when you know the unmet need, you start responding to meet their aspirations by putting up interventions, by mitigating on certain things that are impeding on their health, their accessibility to health care, so that when whatever we are putting in is responding.
There was fragmentation in terms of approach because each technical program, they had like a local level group which was running with CVA implementation. We changed the approach. We had one community group for CVA overseeing the activities of a cluster. Like Chongwe South, we formed one group, we consolidated, but the membership was drawn from all the zones. And in Chongwe East, we did the same. We had one group that we oriented. Then that group was overseeing all the CVA activities in Chongwe East across the TPs. In Chongwe South, we did the same. Our role is to ensure that there's transformation in the communities. There's mindset change, attitudes of people are changing. So CVA is a very good advocacy methodology to hold those that the duty bearers to account for their actions and also for their inactions in terms of service delivery, so that there's enhanced well-being. The impact that we have recorded are so enormous. Yeah. Through CVA, the local groups lobbied for a piece of land for a clinic where a two by one, 2 flats have been constructed at that health post. The other stakeholders came on board after the engagement with the traditional leadership and the location of the land. As we are speaking now, those flats are standing and we have 4 staff that have been deployed to that health facility.
Tinankhala pansi kulingana na wamene tinapunzirira kuona kuti zamene tili nazo mu community na zamene palibe tingatandizane bwanji na banzatu. Niye mwamene tinankhalira pansi kamba kuchita monitor ma gaps amene tinapeza mu community na kupanga action plan ichi. Kunafika ba contractor benango Solidamed banawauza ati where there is need niye kwa hiyo mzaenda, so endani kukatoa. Pe banafika kuno batifunsa zama pa site nabwo atabaonesa banakamba ati no land yache la chepa. So mwamene tizachitira ise tizayembekezera kuchoka kuli imwe kuti project yatu ichite take off. So na ise tinabwera tagwirizana na ba health center committee na ba CVA kuitana na maheadmen kuchezerana.
At Katoba School, there was rehabilitation of toilets. If we move to Katane, the community themselves, they mobilized themselves. There was no clinic there. The next clinic is about 10 kilometers. There's a school there. The community came together using this same methodology. A clinic has been constructed in Katoba. An early childhood education center has been constructed. 2 staff houses have been constructed for teachers and 1 staff house for healthy staff.
I think one of the things that we discussed there were we were supposed to build a nursery, the ECE center, where we'll be able to remove those learners from there and then we bring them this side. That was done. That is the building that you've seen there. And then from there we said, now those teachers who come to handle the ECE class, where are they going to be accommodated? We said, okay, we are supposed to build a house. So we involved the parents. We said, okay, we are supposed to make sure that we bring money to the school through these learners. And then we started building. That is the house that you saw there. We are thankful quite okay to World Vision because of what they have done, the knowledge that they have given us. Through that, we are able to involve them. So far, we are talking about building houses, about 5 houses next year. For us to achieve that, we said each village is supposed to mold bricks. They are doing those, that is the bricks that you saw there. When our learners are sick, they go to Katowa Clinic, they go to Nchute, and in the process, missing lessons. So what we are supposed to do here, we are supposed to make sure that we start looking for donors, because that is what we were told when we went for a training, that we are not supposed to sit. Can you involve other people so that they can come and help you into those problems that you are facing? And now the CVA person moved around also looking for who come in and help us. Fortunate enough, the clinic was built because he was able to meet someone to come and help us. And then the house there, that person said, for me to help you, you need also to come in and do something so that you can feel as being part of this building.
There's a clinic that has been constructed from scratch. The community using this methodology lobbied applied for CDF. And this clinic is standing, which is going to serve the community in Mwambashi. The council secretary was handing over a 1x3 classroom block through this methodology, and 2 teachers' houses have been constructed.
So chifukwa cha maphunziro tinaona kuti pa skulu pano tina vana okwana 596. Pa vana 596 namba ikulu ya wakazi. Tikayangana mu ma standard ikamboti vana wakazi wafuna kuongera mu toilet imodzi wali 20. Koma pano vana wakazi wali wopitilira ndipo bangena mu toilet more than 40 toilet imodzi, ndiye kuti standard isikwanisika. So mlandu wa icho tinankhala pansi kamboti kanti pembetandizo kuchokera kwa World Vision. Ma World Vision wanatitandiza kuti mangira ma ablution block. Si hapo peka. Tinayangana manyumba ya mastafu. Manyumba ya mastafu tilibe pano. Manyumba yalipo yana mangiwa kumbuyo huko. Mastafu 3 bankhala mu nyumba imodzi. So tinankhala pansi nakamboti ni bwino timangeko ma flats ya 3 1x3 kuti tipemphereko ma teachers kwa tilibe po bayika ma teachers wakabwera. Kulingana na police nakambati chendi nkhana clinic yatu kunja. Ba community wazinkhala free chukamuja kumankhala kulemba ma exam bantu bazambopanga chongo. So ndiye moment nankhalia pansi nakambati chendi pempherwa ku district
at Kankumba a 1x3 class staff houses have been constructed. So we are talking about reduction of teacher-pupil ratio, because we are expecting to get more teachers. 2 teachers have already been deployed, and the government has already pronounced that there will be 30,000 teachers that are going to be deployed. So our communities are ready. They have already started making these preparations so that they can get a portion of these teachers. We bought space on Chongwe radio station, airtime for about 10 programs. 4 programs were allocated to CVA, Citizen Voice and Action, to create awareness in the whole district, as well as in our catchment area, to create awareness about this methodology. The reception was quite overwhelming, because these were live radio programs where people were calling in like to ask questions and also to get instant answers. The response was overwhelming because people were requesting like how they could go about to form groups so that they began to advocate.
World Vision, like for us as Minister of Health, has been an all long time partner. Particularly here in Chongwe, we have worked quite well with them. through their own community models that you have mentioned, the CVA, and we have been able to engage and appreciate health, from the health perspective, the gaps, the successes, the challenges that they are facing, and we have some areas we have even come up, proposed interventions with the engagement of our partners and the community to establish solutions that have been beneficial to the clients in the community. So we are aware, and this partnership has been there for quite some time, and we have continued to do even more.
Citizen Voice and Action is also part of the sustainability tool of the gains that are made through various interventions. As you may be aware that some of the sectors, they complement what government is doing, and a Citizen Voice and Action comes in such a way that where people are developing dependency on the organization because it is offering certain services, through CVA, we come up with those conversations to say a project that is initiated by World Vision may not be there forever in the community, but they have to realize that they have a government, and government will always be there as long as we have our country.